Meet me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street beat, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm buying crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, we're here working harder than an ugly stripper for you. Nah, obviously just joshing. Good morning. When was the last time you heard just joshing? We come here with the crypto news for you every day, talking about hitting that like button, hit the like and subscribe. If you had a rough morning this morning, I know many of you are back to work. What a rough morning you may be having. Put on a good song. Put on something that gets you in a better mood, right? Before you start your day, you got to be in a good mood. If you start it in a bad mood, well, it's going to be really difficult to get out of it. But if you will, hit the like, hit the bell, all notification. We need one more subscriber to get to the 1.42. Every time I say or celebrate, I notice somebody unsubscribes. It's almost like they do it on purpose just to manipulate the exact. So we're at 1.419. Would be cool to get another one. Currently, right now, though, in the crypto news, a little bit out of that space. We'll talk real quick about Tesla reports 1.31 million deliveries in 2022, growth of 40% over the last year. Did a little digging on this guy, Andrew Tate, who seems to have said he was going to get arrested, he's going to get murdered, he's going to get all these things, right, framed. And it all seems to be happening. It's kind of scary. Talks about crypto, talks about things. He also talked about how their government and everyone is changing us and making us go over to electric cars so they could turn them off with the flick of a switch if they want to stop us. I find all this to be very interesting. He talks about these types of things, and now all of a sudden, he is now in the Matrix, being in trouble with the Matrix, so to speak. So it's interesting to hear about it. I do have Solana on the list, going all the way to $15. So if anybody was wondering about that news, yes, we are breaking above the $13 range. We must finish a candle. Like I said, we must finish a candle above $13.87. So if anybody's wondering about the Solana news, no financial advice. But real quick, I wanted to talk about it before it got there. I did have a $15 sell order. I went a little before the 15, and if you're wondering, it was $14.40. So I have a $14.40 fill order. Could go all the way to $15 before you get out. But Wall Street Beat has a $14.40 order for Solana. I may change that on the headlines. Then looking this morning real quick, I just wanted to talk about pay attention that Solana is up almost 11%. As you can see here, $808 billion, looking really strong. Like I was saying, though, it's kind of interesting to hear these types of things, right, with Tesla growing, and why would they want us to not have a combustional engine vehicle, combustion? It just blows my mind, and maybe these are some of the reasons, the conspiracies he talks about of what's going on. In other news for crypto, Sam Bankman-Fried is expected to plead not guilty in the FTX case. That is happening today in about roughly 4 hours. So if anybody was curious, or 3.5 to be more precise, 2 p.m. So in about 3 hours, precisely in 15 minutes. This little prick will be on the stand, and some people might be really interested in what's going to happen today with him. I hope he gets everything. And, they did a little poll for CoinMarketCap. Thought that was pretty interesting before we get into the technical analysis side of things. And early 2023 crypto prediction. Most people who voted, 8,000 people. 2 days left, there was 53.5% bullish for the 2023. Well, guess what? I'm one of those 53.5% people. I'll show you why. I'll talk to you about it. As you can see, Solana is kicking ass, going right through the RSI. Probably get an RSI rejection coming here shortly, and then another tap back to the upside, because what's going to happen is people are going to sell, take profits, and then probably the other people are going to wait And what's going to happen? New people are going to buy and come in off and buy this off this green stick. Why? Because that's what people do. They buy the instead of buying when it's red, they want to buy when it's green. They're stupid, uneducated, unexperienced. Have to be stupid, but that's what people say, and then that's what happens. So pay attention to what's going on for Solana right now. I'm not a fan of the asset. I don't back it any way, shape, or form. But as we get into here, I want to talk about this. I wanted to see what I was going to say. Oh, and as you can see here, Binance. I just wanted to talk about one last thing before we went into the charts here. Binance, 11% APY. That's pretty cool. Annual percentage yield is 11% for Kusama. So want to check that out. Ethereum just moved from 6% not being able to stake all the way to now being able to stake at 8.62%. Pretty exciting there. I have others. I didn't show them. I'm sorry. But please, most of all, if you could, hit the heart, hit the bell, all notifications, the like button. It's very important. 15% all the way for Cosmos. I'm a big believer in that sleeping giant. As Solana will hit resistance soon, coming right here. I expect it. As you can see, the old support flipping resistance. That will definitely happen. This will most likely come down, hit here for support. You can buy back at 1167, and most likely you're going to get your upward W, and it's exactly what's happening here. So enjoy that. That's something I'm doing. It's not financial advice, but would be my strategy only. Getting into Bitcoin now. I want to talk about this. We talked about this yesterday or 2 days ago. We did a video. The video was saying how, well, we had a red new 2023 candle. Each candle we see here represents 12 months, 1 full year. So you must pay attention to that. We're going to harp on this a little bit. We checked the history, and only the history. And anybody who knows me best, 2013 is where I have this chart. Well, I lost somebody really grand to me in 2013. It's kind of amazing how I lost someone so amazing, and then something so amazing became in existence and created around this time and launched was Bitcoin. And if anybody was wondering, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bitcoin. Happy birthday to you. And that's just my voice kicking, tuning in. Today is Bitcoin's birthday. So if anybody did not know, go do your own research, go do your own homework. None of this is financial advice. But guess what? It's Bitcoin's birthday today. So if you're interested, you like that sort of thing, hit the like and subscribe, baby. We're going to talk about this chart finally. Make this a quick 10-minute video if I can. What's going on? What I expect in 2023? What's happened since 2015? In 2015, we got a new green candle after that one big fall. Everybody thought Bitcoin was dead. They had a funeral. They said their goodbyes, and this is what happened. Boom, shakalaka, 200% in the uptick. If you see the highest price we went, that was about 510. That was 200%. Well, then we started this 4-year cycle, which then began a 3-year tick to the upside. If you paid attention, definitely to mention, we fell and jumped all the way to 20,000. That was a 9,000% in the 4-year cycle of the first pump that Bitcoin got. So imagine you're getting Bitcoin, you're getting 9,000% on your money. How much money did you make? Well, it all depends on how much you started with. Add 9,000%. So here we go, falling. Bitcoin's dead. We're having another funeral, a full year to the downside, clear as can be. As we noticed, well, we saw here there was a yellow line on the first one. As you can see, the yellow line represents, well, what happened and how low we went. It was the furthest, lowest price we could go on that down year trend. As you can see, we never, ever touched it on the previous years to the upside. So in English, as my friends wanted to ask, 200%. Now, what if we matched the 200%? Well, it turns out that what we did on the next 4-year trend, it was 300%. So we did 100% more in the 4-year cycle. So now pay attention. It does get quick and could go a little quick and could hurt your brain. But what happens is 29,000 becomes a resistance/support flip. So pay attention to that in 2021. As you can see coming in, we will now look to see if we could repeat. How do we repeat the 29,000 for 2023? Will that be the peak? That, my friends, could be what I'm thinking. So 2023, the peak could be 29,000. I have 3 levels for you. These are 3 different, humongous different levels, and I apologize. I wish I could have more precise numbers for you, but as we go, we will not have them. Right now, currently, I believe that 69,000 could be the peak, or 83. Now, you must all think I'm effing crazy. Let's unsubscribe. This guy's out of his effing mind. Let's talk about what happened. Well, what happened after that? As you can see, we did not touch the lower previous low of the year on that downtrend. So the downtrend that we were falling and we were having a funeral, we never once again, as we came over to the next green candles on the new bullish cycle, never came down and repeated that price. So if we were to do so, perhaps if we do repeat that price, ladies and gentlemen, we have 15.5 that we can hover above and still be comfortable in saying that 11.5 is not coming. 9,000 is not coming. 10,000 is not coming. So I want people to understand that there's a good chance that none of these prices are coming. So until we break and fall below 15.5, 15.6, until I see a candle of anything here coming to that, you will not hear me talk about 11.5, 11,000, 13,000. I will no longer be speaking of any of these things. What I see happening is a 303%. Well, if we went up 400%, because why would I go up 400%? Well, we increased 100% every 4 years. I hope this is not boring. I hope your brain's not hurting. So if I did do that, well, that's where all of a sudden I got 80-something thousand, 82, 83,000%. Why not? Bitcoin, excuse me, 82,000. That's where Bitcoin took me. Well, if that candle sponged all the way up to the peak here, as you can see, the first year candle didn't finish that high. It did retrace that same year, a big amount. So let's see what happened. I'm curious to see how much this candle retraced in that year. How much did that candle retrace? We're going to find out. We're going to talk about that right now really quickly. And if you see, I love the Fibonacci sequence. If I pull this up, and I'm trying to make it a 10-minute video that went already 12. If you see, ladies and gentlemen, we fell down all the way to the 61.8% support area. This is danger zone. This came all the way through. It died. But what I see is a 61.8 pullback. That is something that I didn't know. I'm glad I paid attention to this now. And now I know I had a 61.8 pullback. So a 61.8 pullback from there is scary, right? What did we do here? We had a much bigger pullback. And as you can see here on this pullback here, we almost broke down all the way to the 78.6. So if I pay attention to all those movements, we're getting bigger volatile spikes to the up and downside. So it makes total sense to me that we either repeat the 69,000, and obviously if we break the 69,000, we'll come all the way to 82. Now what I see here happening is if any of these two price levels break through, we will then find ourselves at support at this price. And this is something, my friends, I find interesting. 2023, ladies and gentlemen, your price prediction will be 46,000. If all of this comes into play, and if all of this is what's going to be happening, we are going to be trading in December, in November, somewhere around the price for here in 2023. And I want to put it here, and I want people to see it because I think it's one of the coolest things in the world. This, ladies and gentlemen, is if we come up above and start breaking bullish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great chart. I'm pretty excited about this. I really do believe that 11 or 12, 2023 date, we could be building 46K support at this price, BTC. I just want people to understand that this is a very big possibility for us to be doing in this time. What would this be doing? This would be doing the chart of every little bit, every little piece that the chart has been doing ever since. Now, if we could repeat it, and we did that, let's say we just did a 200%. Well, if we did that and we just repeated about a 200%, that's about where we'll be. And that's about the prices we'll be repeating is the 46,000. So there is a chance we repeat the first pump, but we have so many more people in the space. We got rid of all the bad people out of the space. I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice, if we don't break below that 15.5, 15.6. We're going to see candles coming to the upside. We may not pass this for the new year of 2023. There's a chance. This is the first price I want people not to get screwed up. I think there's a really strong chance. Nice to see a seller. Nice to see a ESA investment right now. HBAR is a pretty good investment. I do like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano a little more at this current time. They're very cheap. But I do believe that this is a very big support level. I think that this could be the peak for 2023. If it is, I'll be okay with that. It would take a lot. I don't know where the money's coming from. That's one of my problems right now. Had a conversation with somebody just today, and we talked about, well, this could be a bull run coming. The charts are really showing that we hit bottom every time on that yellow line. But the question is the biggest question is, where's the money coming from? Let me know what you think about that. I think that's a very important subject. Where is the money coming from? One of my buddies said, one of the big whales, bunch of the big whales, that's where the money's going to come from. And you know what happens when the money starts flowing? People find money. And people begin to find money, even the poor ones or even the desperate ones. So I guess he's right. Let's pay attention to these levels in the charts. I know I've said 11.5 is a possibility, but ladies and gentlemen, these charts are real until these charts prove me wrong. We're going to be talking about a bullish momentum for 2023. We're going to get a really big resistance price and a really big breakdown after that. But where is the money going to come from? Yes, it's a very good question. I'd like to hear some of people's comments. If you think I'm completely wrong, that's fine. You're not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to get in trouble. I would like to know your opinion, where you think we're going to go. Until the next video, my friends, take care. Hit the like and subscribe. This chart is here to stay until this chart, proves us wrong, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much more we can do at the moment, but just wait and find out. So take care, everyone. Please be careful. Dollar cost average in and dollar cost average out. As you know, it's very important. Right now is the dollar cost average in point in time. And if you look at the chart, we are building perfect support from the 2018 level, 2017 time. This is something to pay attention to. This is very important. We'll see you soon.